The lake is already quiet. Soft evening light resting across the surface. And something inside still feels just slightly behind. Not rushed exactly, not panicked. Just aware of everything that hasn't happened yet. Like some part of the body has been quietly measuring life against a timeline it never fully chose. And even here, with nothing asking you to move faster, nothing asking you to figure anything out, that subtle tension remains. The water stays still, wide, open, unhurried. It doesn't reach for what comes next. It doesn't compare where it is to where it could be. It simply receives what arrives. And something about that begins to meet the part of you that has been trying to catch up. Not by correcting it, not by asking it to stop, just by giving it somewhere softer to land. The air moves gently, cool against the skin. Barely noticeable at first, but enough to feel. And without trying to change anything, the breath begins to shift just slightly. Not deeper, just easier. As if it no longer needs to stay ahead of what hasn't happened yet. The lake remains steady, unchanging, holding the sky without effort. And something in your body begins to follow that same rhythm. Not all at once, just enough to notice the difference. Because nothing here is asking you to become anything faster. Nothing here is measuring your progress. Nothing here believes you are behind. And the part that has been keeping track begins to loosen just slightly. Like something that has been held in place is no longer being reinforced in the same way. The water reflects what passes above it, light shifting, color changing, never needing to hold any of it in place. And in that, there is something familiar. Not something to figure out. Just something that begins to return as the pressure softens. Like a memory, not of a moment, but of a way of being before everything needed to be measured. Before becoming had a timeline. Before hope needed to be controlled. The breeze moves again, soft across the surface, soft across the body. And something deeper begins to settle. Weight shifting downward, as if more of you is being held now, without needing to stay ready. The ground beneath remains steady. The water continues. The sky slowly changing without needing to hurry. And something about that begins to change the way forward feels. Not fixed, not decided, just open. Like the future is not as closed as it once seemed. Like something that felt delayed may still be unfolding in ways the mind cannot track. The lake remains. The sky continues. Nothing here has stopped becoming. And the part that felt behind loosens again. Not because everything is known, but because it no longer needs to be. There is a subtle shift now. Not just quieter, not just softer, but opening. Just slightly, as if something that was held at a distance is beginning to move again. Not forced, not imagined, just real. Like possibility was never removed. Only narrowed. Only held back by the need to be certain. And now, without needing to reach for it, that distance begins to soften. The same way the water continues, finding its way forward, without needing to decide the path in advance. Something within begins to move like that too. Not all at once, just enough to feel it. And the space inside that movement feels wider than before. Less contained, less guarded, less limited. The lake continues forward, without urgency, without resistance, belonging to something larger. And something inside begins to trust that movement. Not all at once, just enough. Enough to stop gripping the timeline. Enough to let this moment be whole. Enough to feel that what is unfolding does not need to be rushed to be real. The lake remains, the sky continues, the unseen continues growing. And somewhere beneath the quiet, life is already beginning to open, to move, to unfold.